Hey guys, it's Jessie, and yesterday was our 2 months anniversary of being back in the States, and I thought it would be a great time to film another update and homeschool update video for you guys. So I think we're settled down pretty well. We found a great church with an Awana program, which has been amazing for the kids, and even I get to help out, and we all get to meet new people. And we plugged our oldest in with a homeschool Girl Scout group, so a bunch of girls her age that are homeschooled and they do Girl Scout together, so that has been fantastic for her. My husband is back at work and we found a pretty good schedule with that. We have our second car, which is a huge blessing because I can just load up the kids and we can go places, so that is really great. And yeah, so we get used to the area. We are meeting new people. We know where to shop. We find out more about things to do, and we're falling in love more and more in love with the scenery here. Our homeschool, the last update, I think, is when I talked about that we are a little behind, if there even is a behind in homeschooling. We moved, we traveled, there was Christmas, and so we didn't do any school, and I was a little worried about that. I wasn't as worried about it with my first grader. I mean, she's in first grade, she needs to learn how to read and do her math, and everything else is just an extra, and it's fun for her. I mean, Bible is the first thing we do, and that is the most important thing, and the main thing we use is our curriculum, and which is amazing. I cannot recommend My Father's World. Can't recommend it enough. So it's a great program. We also include our Awana verses memorization into our homeschool. And then, if you're not following me on Instagram, you haven't seen it, I'm gonna post a link below so you can check out my Instagram and follow me if you want to. But I posted a picture last Sunday that we are starting a new journey with our church, a 31-week journey. It's called The Story. So we're going to read through the Bible with a book that's written as a novel, so it's easier to read. And the kids have their own books too, so we're starting to include that as well. And then for math, we're doing Math UC Alpha. It's still going great. The only thing we changed is that in the beginning I didn't let her move on to a new lesson if she wasn't able to solve the problems without using her blocks, and that got very frustrating and very boring for both of us. So I did some research, I talked to other moms, and I decided that I'm just gonna let her use the blocks if she needs them, and we're moving on to the next lesson when I know she got the concept and she understands what she needs to do and what needs to be done. And that has been great. There's, it's so much more relaxed, and then she's motivated to learn, and it's fun for her to learn, because when they're frustrated, they kind of they shut down, and they close down, and then you're not able to reach them anymore. They are not able to absorb any more information. They do not want to hear anything new, learn anything else. So that has been really great, and I can tell the more and more we do, she needs her blocks less and less. So I know she will memorize the facts. The longer we do it, then she will memorize them. So I'm totally fine with it. And the other thing is science. Like I said, I'm really relaxed with my first grader, and science is one of them. In the beginning, we did the books recommended in the curriculum, and I also bought a Charlotte Mason nature study, and we did a few lessons here and there. Right now we're doing either of them. We're reading books, we're reading living books she's interested in, or things she's interested in, books that we have at home. And I let her watch Magic School Bus and Wildcrafts, and she learns so much by watching those shows. I learn watching those shows. So, sometimes she just tells us a random fact or tells us something, we're like, where did you know that from? And she said, well, from Magic School Bus or from Wildcrat. So we know she learns, and so we're totally fine with her, just sometimes supplementing science with watching educational kids shows. I did find a Charlotte Mason nature study curriculum though yesterday. I did find it yesterday, and it looks really great, and I'm super tempted to buy it. I'm not sure yet if I should just buy it right now, if I should wait till 2nd grade. So I'm gonna keep you updated on what I'm decide on doing. And that is pretty much it for our 1st grader. She plays, she draws. We do have 2 art curriculums. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. A lot of times I just let her color, and I show her some techniques and let her do crafts. That is just plenty for 1st grade. Now to our high schooler, that is a whole nother level. It's high school, it's 9th grade, it's her freshman year, and I felt, ooh, there's a lizard! Ah, that is so cool! Oh, we didn't turn around. Well, I'm not sure if you're gonna see it. You see it? It's right there. Say hi, lizard! Let's see if it can go. It's gonna run away. It's right there. Can you see it? How cool is that? Awesome! Alright. Okay, maybe we can do a lizard study here since they're around here. Oh, so. Alright. So with her, I felt so much more pressure with, not having done school in a while. Because, it's not 1st grade, it's high school. So, that I worried so much more about that, and but I'm comfortable saying now that we found a good way, and I think we're on a really good path on finishing up 9th grade. The thing is, I can't stop looking at a lizard. I want to turn our homeschool into a year-round homeschool with a year-round schedule. So that helps me to be more relaxed. It's really good for me to know that we have several weeks and months left to finish up 9th grade. And even if she's, when she's done with some subjects, because she's doing well with those, she can finish up the other ones by doubling up, for the subjects where she still needs to do a little bit more. For Bible, she's just been doing books that I bought her that are geared towards teenage girls. She just finished one that I bought her here at the local Christian store, but now with the 31-week journey, she's going to join us in that, and that will be her Bible curriculum for the rest of the year. And then I'm not sure if it's going to last into 10th grade, but for 9th grade it will be her Bible curriculum. And then math has been going great. it was her least favorite subject. She just never got it, but with teaching textbooks, she just understands the way they teach it to her, and she gets it, and she likes doing it, and it's self-grading. She does her Bible, and then she immediately does her math without being asked. And it has been amazing, and I'm pretty confident that we're going to do that for 10th grade as well. Now to something that hasn't been going as well, as good, is biology. As I would say probably most or the majority of people, we are doing Apologia, and it's been one huge big struggle. That's all I can say. It's not been going very well for us. I know people love it, and I know it prepares well for college, and it's written in a great way, and there are great resources, DVDs and audiobooks and the student notebook, but it hasn't been working for her. And she says she doesn't remember anything what she reads, which isn't true, because she knows stuff when I ask her, and sometimes she just tells us something we're like, where do you know that from? And she says, well, from my, from biology. But it's one big struggle. And she doesn't like the tests. And then I think this week we had a big, huge fight, and that ended up in tears. And I made a pretty desperate post on Facebook in a homeschool group I'm in, and the response has been amazing. I got so many great advice on how I could switch things up with Apologia, and I thought about doing that, but other people also recommended other curriculums, and there was one curriculum that got recommended a few times and people really loved it, and that's Guest Hollow. We checked it out, and my ninth grader, she really liked it. She's like, Mom, that looks great. That's something I think I'm gonna like. She loves reading. They include living books, and it includes videos and hands-on stuff, and she's a really hands-on person. The other day she came to me and she said, Mom, I think I'm really good by learning by doing, so I think she's a really hands-on person. So I took the leap of faith and said we're gonna do that curriculum. So in the middle of the school year, we're switching curriculums. It was a really hard decision for me, but like I said, with a year-round home schedule, I'm confident that we'll be able to finish it. We can skip the chapters we already did in Apologia, and I'd rather have her start something new now, but finish good, finish it strong, gaining knowledge and having fun, than just trying to get through something, just to get through with it. That's not the point of, maybe that's with public school, sometimes you just push through so you're done with it. But I do not want to have that in homeschool. I have my kids here at home, or one of the reasons I have them home is so that I know that they retain the information they're given. So that's why we switched, and she already started it, and so far it's been going well, and I hope it will be, I hope it will be like that. I will definitely keep you updated, and I'll let you know how it's going next month. So for her history, it's going great. I think sometimes she's doubling up history just so she gets through with it. We've been doing beautiful feed books, which is great because she reads, she answers questions, she writes essays, she draws. Sometimes she does some research, so that has been a fantastic program for her. And there's nothing to switch up with that. And the other major thing we did is she started with Spanish, and then one day she came up to me and said, Mommy, I don't really like it, I can't really memorize anything, I would like to do Latin. And since she wanted to do Latin, a couple years ago already, I said, okay, sure, let's switch it. And then she did Latin for a while, and then the move happened, and then now she's doubling up on history a little bit, and then the struggle with biology. And I just said, let's drop the foreign language part for right now. For college, she needs 2 credits, and they need to be earned 2 years in a row. So if she starts next year, that still leaves her for 10th, 11th, and 12th grade to do a foreign language, which is just plenty, that's plenty of time. Plus she already knows 2 languages fluently, so I think we're pretty good. We're covered, and I felt pretty confident by dropping it and just, focusing on the things that are important, like, math, history, and biology. And then language arts, we've been doing Michael Clay Thompson. We enjoy his grammar book. She's learned so much, so many things she didn't know before. She's learned and she gained confidence. And after you're done with the grammar workbook, you start with the vocabulary, and I honestly must say we don't really like it. They teach it in a great way, like Latin and Greek roots, to explain, where words come from and why they are what they are. But he uses some really big words, and we have the feeling that it's really time consuming, and that it's not, those are not words that, are really gonna help her. So for that, we moved and switched to Progeny Press. She's done that before, so she picked a book. She picked The Great Expectations, and then she has a study guide that goes over vocabulary and just it's Christian, it's faith-based. So, and then you could just go more in depth of the book. So we just feel so much better with that curriculum. And very soon we're going to start the writing part of Michael Clay Thompson, and then we'll just have to see how we like that, or if we need to switch things up with that as well. But I'm pretty confident that this will be a pretty good book. Since she loves writing and would have been in honor classes in public school, I think that book will be great for her. And other than that, she's, I let her work out at home. That counts as her PE. She already earned a drama credit because she attended a Sound of Music play, or she was part of a Sound of Music play last year. We're thinking about home ec because we're like, she's at an age where she could maybe, once a week cook a meal.
Chocolate thing?
No, wait a second. Once we said she's at a point where once a week she could plan a meal where she can go shopping for it, and then she can cook it in a nutritional, kind of view, with a nutritional kind of view as well. But then again, our main focus right now is really just the main topics. She does art, she does Bible for extra credit, PE, and then she has drama. So I think we're doing pretty well. I mean, she really wants to do sign language as well, but I said that's something she can do. Like,
one of those great crackers. Can you have the sweet crackers?
We said that is something she can do. We said it is something she can do after she's done with every other subject. So even if that doesn't get done right now, we'll have a few more years of high school where she can earn those credits. I think with extra credits we're pretty good covered, and like I said, right now we're just trying to focus on the main subjects, and I'm so glad that everything worked out. We had some rough moments, we had some rough days, tearful moments, but my daughter came up to me a couple of days ago and said, "Mom, I think we really needed to go through those hard times, through those hard moments, so that brought us to where we're at now." And I'm so grateful she came up to me and said that. It made me feel better. It kind of like was an eye-opener for me, and I'm so glad she feels that way. And I know that she is right, and I hope the rest of the school year goes really smooth. And I think I'm gonna, and I'm gonna, try. I wanna do monthly homeschool updates from now on. So next month I'm gonna let you know how biology is going, if I decided to get the nature study curriculum, and we'll see how far we are along, and if you have to do school the entire summer, if you can take some time off. We'll see. I wish you a great day. Why don't you tell me, how is your homeschool going? Are you behind in something? Is there something you're struggling with? Did you make a change pretty late into the year? Just share with me how it's going for you, if you made a switch, if you needed to tweak something, if you needed to change the curriculum. I would love to hear from you, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.